Hi there, welcome to kneppyinvest. One of the worst things that can happen to a company you own is when the CEO suddenly resigns, and the market absolutely hates this because the market doesn't like uncertainty. The market doesn't like risk. And when there is no CEO in charge, there's a lot of uncertainty. So we will see the market react to when the CEO suddenly resigns. And we saw this play out twice over the last 5 trading days when two companies I do follow saw their CEO suddenly resign for different reasons. One of these companies' share price fell 29% in 5 days, and the chart was absolutely horrible. And the other company's CEO resigned, and the share price fell 18% on the day. Now, there was only one trading day, so there could be more to fall in for that company, but that actually, share price of that company and valuation of that company looks quite attractive right now. So let's get stuck into the first company that saw their CEO resign and their share price fall 29%. The first company that did see their CEO and founder resign, Stephen Newman from Eroad. Now, Eroad's probably not that well known among ASX investors. This is a New Zealand run company, a transportation technology services company. The only reason I know about Eroad is fairly popular among small cap fund managers. And I think that's one of the reasons why the valuation of this company is quite high, particularly because the growth in this company has been affected by COVID-19, and we haven't seen that growth that I would like to see. Anyway, Steve Newman has resigned from the Eroad board and as CEO, effective immediately, it seems like, because the board has appointed Mark Hine as acting CEO effective today, which was the 8th of April, 2022. So I'm not sure why there was no transition period from Steve Newman resigning or leaving the board and CEO to the new CEO coming in, because Eroad board and Stephen Newman did have a succession plan, which was put in place before COVID-19. Apparently, they have interviewed quite a few prospects, so I'm not sure what has happened. I think there could be more to the story here than what's been letting on. It could be something private. We just don't know right now why Steve Newman has effectively, right now, immediately resigned from Eroad board and as CEO. But it has had an effect on the share price of this company, with it dropping 90 or 29% in 5 trading days after they released this announcement. When we take a look at Eroad's chart, this goes back to 1 year ago, we did see share price reach a high of about $6.50 and towards late July of last year. But the share price has been moving down ever since then. In fact, it's fallen a fair bit. A well-defined downtrend, lots of negative sentiment in this company because the share price has been drifting down. We have seen a couple of, probably won't call them dead cat bounces, but a little testing of a really natural resistance level, which is the 100-day moving average. We've seen that actually 3 times. That moving average tested. The most recent time was about 2 weeks ago, just before April 8th, when they released this announcement. And the share price actually reached a high of $4.20 during that dead cat bounce. So there would have been some investors who saw the share price starting to rise during that period and thought now's the time to get aboard. Share price is recovering. The share price has fallen from $4.20 to a current share price of about $2.60. And the share price has just kept on tumbling since they've released this news about the CEO resigning. In fact, the share price has dropped again 29% in 5 trading days. And the share price is still in a well-defined downtrend. I think shares are probably oversold right now, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a bounce because of that overselling. And there would be probably some excited investors out there who will see the share price down a fair bit over the past few weeks and think there is a bit of an opportunity here. That's why you will see a little bit of a rally sometimes after the share price does sell down fairly quickly. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that with Eroad over the next few weeks, to see a rally towards about $3.20. Another company that saw their CEO resign, or maybe she was fired, was Atomos and Estelle McGatchy. This is a company I do actually quite like, and this is a possible opportunity to buy Atomos at a better price, even though nothing has really been impacting the company. In fact, during this announcement, they also reconfirmed financial year 22 guidance for revenue and EBITDA margins. But anyway, Estelle McGetchy's reign as the CEO of Atomos has come to an end. Wasn't a fairly long reign, maybe 6 months or so. And Trevor Elborn, the CTO of the company, he's the interim CEO. Now, Atomos did give a reason why Estelle Magechi is no longer the CEO, and it has to do with she was not willing to relocate to Australia. And this was one requirement that the board had for the CEO. They want the CEO to be based in the Melbourne headquarters. So that is a reasonable and rational reason why they didn't want her to be CEO of this company anymore. And maybe Estelle Magechi had some reasons why she couldn't relocate to Australia. But anyway, I think the market has overreacted, 18% down on this news. And I think that has given possible opportunities to buy this exciting company at lower valuations. Now, in saying that, I would probably say there is still a fair bit of negative sentiment around this company just by looking at the chart here. I was excited about Atomos back towards the end of 2021. We were seeing the share price rise. In fact, the share price rose to almost $1.80 back in September and October last year. But the share price has been falling ever since then. So nice looking downtrend. It did look like potentially the share price was trying to consolidate between about 82 cents and $1. But on the news, on the back of this CEO resigning or being fired, the share price did fall 18% in the one day. There was a little bit of a rally because the share price did close a little bit higher than the low of the day. So that is potential indication that there were some buyers coming in. They saw the share price reach 70 cents, which might be a trigger for some investors. Lots of volume as well, so very high volume. So there were some sectors, segments in the market that didn't like this news of the CEO resigning or being fired. But she was only in that role for 6 months, and I think the CTO would have a very good grasp of the business. So I don't think this company will be affected by a changing in the CEO. But I think the question is, and this is what the market is thinking, we don't know who the CEO or new CEO will be. So there is a bit of uncertainty. There is a bit of a higher risk now moving forward for Atomos. And that's why there was a bit of a sell down for this company and its share price. But it does open up an opportunity to buy this company at lower valuations. That's all I have for this video on 2 CEOs who did resign, or maybe one was fired, and how that has affected the share price of both of these companies. One company share price down 29% in 5 trading days, other company down 18% in 1 trading days. Possible opportunities for those companies or for those investors who like the long-term potential of both companies. I know a little bit more about Atomos than Eroad. If you have any questions about either company and the CEOs, I'd love to hear your opinion, your thoughts, or your questions, so leave in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.